Good morning, dear students. Today we will continue the chapter acids, bases, and salts. So in the last class, I had given example about the acids, bases, and salts. So and also I told about the natural indicators like China rose, litmus paper. Okay. So and then another one is turmeric powder, etc. So today chemical indicators also I told methyl orange indicator and phenolphthalein indicator, which are used in laboratories. Okay, so then the acidic in nature means it is sour in taste and it gives a red litmus paper, blue to red conversion, and then bases means it is bitter in taste and so it converts the red litmus paper to blue litmus like that. So what is neutralization? What is neutralization? Neutralization, the name itself indicates neutral, making neutral. So it neither leaves the solution as an acid nor leaves the solution as a base. It neutralizes. Okay. When the acid mixes with the base, it neutralizes and forms a salt. And this salt neither contain the property of acid nor contain the property of base once it is formed. Along with that, so it also gives water and lot of heat energy will be liberated. That is, so once you dissolve, take the conical flask, you take the acid in that, put base to that, 10 ml of acid is taken and 10 ml of base is taken. If you add both, so it undergo neutralization and the conical flask become warm or hot, because so during neutralization some amount of energy will be released. Okay, so here one acid I take HCl, hydrochloric acid, and base I took sodium hydroxide is a base, because hydrochloric acid these contain H ions, so it is called as acid. So OH minus, OH ions, if it contains, it is called as a base. So when these two are mixed, so this H plus and OH minus, these forms water. H plus and OH minus combines and forms water, and remaining Na and Cl, they form sodium chloride salt that undergo neutralization after combining, and heat is liberated. Okay, this is all about the neutralization, that is when acid is mixed with the base. Here sulfuric acid is taken. Sulfuric acid, another example for laboratory acid. Okay, that is sulfuric acid is added with the slaked lime. That is sunna, calcium hydroxide. So add ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಈ ಹೈಡ್ರೋಜನ್ ಅಯಾನ್ಸ್ OH ions ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಸೇರಿ ವಾಟರ್ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ ಆಯಿತು, and then calcium sulfate ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಸೇರಿಬಿಟ್ಟು calcium sulfate salt ಆಯಿತು. Like this, any acid when mixed with the base, it forms salt. It forms a salt and water, and heat is liberated. And so indicator, why for indicators are used? In the last class I have explained. So to check the given solution as an acid or a base, ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಾರೆ, ಅದು ಆಸಿಡ್ ಬೇಸು ಅಂತ ಫೈಂಡ್ ಔಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ we will use the indicator. Okay, so ಯಾವ್ಯಾವ ಇಂಡಿಕೇಟರ್, ಯಾವ್ಯಾವ ಕಲರ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಯಾವ್ಯಾವ ಕಲರ್ ಆಸಿಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಡುತ್ತೆ, ಯಾವ ಕಲರ್ ಬೇಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಡುತ್ತೆ, in the last class we have discussed. So about the chemical indicator, one chemical indicator example we see phenolphthalein ಅನ್ನೋದು ಒಂದು indicator. Phenolphthalein is a name of a laboratory indicator. It gives always pink in a basic solution. It gives pink color in basic solution, and it remains colorless in acidic solution. So acidic solution ಅಲ್ಲಿ colorless ಆಗೇ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಬೇಸಿಕ್ಕಿಗೆ ಬೇಸ್ ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಪಿಂಕ್ ಕಲರ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. To test that, so I will take a test tube and I will take acid in that. 10 ml of acid I will take. 10 ml of acid, any acid, hydrochloric acid ಆಗಿರಬಹುದು, sulfuric acid ಆಗಿರಬಹುದು, any acid I will take. So then I will add 1 or 2 drops of phenolphthalein indicator. So it is colorless because it is colorless in acid. So when I go on adding by using a tube, that is when I go on adding the base, ಒಂದೊಂದೇ drop wise add ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋದಂಗೂ, so it gives the pink color when it get neutralized with the, that is base pink color ಕೊಡುತ್ತೆ. So then again, okay, so one ml first ಹಾಕಿದ್ರು pink color add ಮಾಡಾಯ್ತು. So this become neutralized. All the ions of the acid become neutralized with all the ions of the base. ಎಲ್ಲ ನ್ಯೂಟ್ರಲೈಸ್ ಆದಮೇಲೆ again it is converted into colorless. ಯಾಕೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈಗ acidic ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟಿನೂ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಬೇಸಿಕ್ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟಿನೂ ಇಲ್ಲ. It become neutral. Once the same amount of acid is mixed with the same amount of base, so it undergoes neutralization and again it becomes colorless. Again it becomes colorless. ಮತ್ತೆ ನೀನು acid add ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋದಂಗೂ, so ಮತ್ತೆ ನೀನು ಬೇಸ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಹೋದಂಗೂ at again it comes pink color like that. So the property of naphthalene indicator is pink in basic solution, colorless in acidic solution, and when become neutral, it is colorless in neutral also. So neutralization, it decreases the effect of one another. Decreases the effect of one another. Okay. So let us take neutralization in everyday life. Okay. How neutralization process is affecting our day-to-day life. First one is indigestion. Indigestion. Okay. So digestion agde irodu. Okay. It is one reason for the. So it is one reason, that is because this indigestion occurs because of the hydrochloric acid released in our stomach. Hydrochloric acid is good in our stomach. It should be released daily. It should be released. So as and when it releases, it digests. It digests the food properly. Digests the food properly, and it kills the bacteria or germs which enters in our body. That is the function of HCl, isn't it? So, but when large amount of hydrochloric acid is released in our stomach, okay, so agatyakinta ಜಾಸ್ತಿ hydrochloric acid release ಆಯಿತು ಅಂದ್ರೆ that causes indigestion, acidity. That causes indigestion and acidity. So then we go on drinking Eno, isn't it? So usually Eno ಕುಡಿತೀವಿ, isn't it? So and soda water ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಕುಡಿತೀವಿ. Why we do that? Because acid content ಬಾಡಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗಿದೆ. We have acid content, more acid content in our stomach. That's why antacid any base we should drink to neutralize the effect of the acid, to minimize the effect of the acid. So milk of magnesia, what is that? Milk of magnesia anta ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. Milk of magnesia is nothing but magnesium hydroxide. Magnesium hydroxide ಅದನ್ನ ಕುಡಿಬೇಕು. That is the Eno. That is the Eno. What Eno contains. Okay. So antacid tablets ತಗೋತೀವಿ, antacid syrups. Okay. Those we drink in order to prevent the effect of acid. Okay. That is how neutralization is helping. Neutralization is helping to decrease the acidity problems. So next, so ant bite. So irve kachdaga ant bite, when ant bites, so it pierces the sting into our skin. During piercing the sting with the sting, it releases formic acid. ಅದು formic acid na blood ಒಳಗೆ ಬಿಟ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ, ನಮ್ಮ ಬಾಡಿ ಫ್ಲೂಯಿಡ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಬಿಟ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ. So that causes irritation and itching, burning sensation. To minimize that burning sensation, we should rub that place by the baking soda. What does baking soda contains? It is a base, sodium hydrogen carbonate. It is a base. ಇದು ಆಸಿಡ್, ಅದರ ಎಫೆಕ್ಟ್, ಅದರ ಬರ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಸೆನ್ಸೇಷನ್ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ we have to rub with the base. So our zinc carbonate solution ಅಥವಾ calamine solution ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. So we have to rub with this zinc carbonate, then it reduces the effect of formic acid and so it relieves the irritation. Okay, this is also one help of the use of the neutralization process. Next is the soil treatment. Okay, so we know that during the acid rain, that is sometimes our dust, dirt, pollution, due to the air pollution, the rain which comes that carries the acid through the rain, and it makes the soil acid. Okay, so ಮಣ್ಣನ್ನ acidic nature ಆಗಿ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ because of the pollution. So ಮಣ್ಣು that becomes acidic in nature. That's why awaga the crops will not properly grow. In acidic condition of the soil, crops will not grow properly. That's why we should check that how much acidity content is there. Soil testing ಮಾಡಿಸಬೇಕು agricultural office ಅಲ್ಲಿ. We should do the soil testing, and so if soil content, acid content is more in soil, we should add quicklime. Quicklime means calcium oxide, or slaked lime we should ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. Then it neutralizes the effect of acid and the crops grow well. In the same way, when the soil gets basic nature, soil ಯಾವುದೋ crop ನ ಬೆಳೆದು so some due to some that is reasons the soil become basic, then we have to add the compost, organic matter, organic manure ನ add ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. Then we can reduce the effect of base. Okay, so this is how neutralization is helping in soil treatment. Next is factory wastes. We know that so many chemical fertilizer industry, chemicals industry, so many industries are there which are releasing acid, which are releasing so much dirty chemical water to our nearby ponds, villages. Okay, isn't it? So to remove that, that factory waste contains so much acidity which can kill the aquatic animals present in the pond, lakes, rivers, etc. So in order to neutralize that, first we have to treat that factory waste, we have to remove that acid by adding a base, we have to neutralize that, and if it is dangerous chemicals are there, we have to remove that. If acid and basic content are there, we have to neutralize that by adding acid or a base. Then we have to let it go into the rivers, ponds and lakes, because it can kill. Acidic content of the water, acidic content of the waste can kill the aquatic animals. Okay, so these are all the help of the neutralization, uses of neutralization process in our day-to-day life. So this is all about acids, bases and salts. Okay, so thank you dear students.